Hey VC, welcome to Personal Oasis. This is Blind Island Reviews. I've got my coffee, and today we are going to be taking a look at an oldie but a goodie. This is 1957's Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers Drum Suites. Just giving you a better look at that there. This is definitely one of the most interesting albums in our collection, and I can't wait to talk a little bit more about it. I'll give you a little background information, and then we'll get right into the review. Alright, so to give you a little background information on this album, this is before Art Blakey's time at the Blue Note studio and with the Blue Note label in general. It is really when he was a journeyman trying to kind of find his sound and his jazz messengers that would really work for him. The first side of this album is a complete percussion experiment. Nothing like this had ever been done before, where an artist was trying to blend Afro-Cuban beats and meld it with American jazz sensibilities. It was done in all one take, which is incredibly impressive because they absolutely nailed it. And the second side of this record is an early iteration of the Jazz Messengers. He would only be on Columbia, I believe, for this one album before going to one more record label and finally landing at Blue Note, where he would come out with some of his most seminal albums of all time. So, this record is, like I said before, a complete experiment at the time. No one had ever heard anything like this before. If you had purchased this from Columbia expecting a straightforward hard bop album like Art Blakey had kind of been known for doing, you were in for a complete shock. It wasn't quite international, it wasn't quite jazz, it was something entirely new. So anybody who is into Afrobeat today, you have this album to be indebted to. Which is funny to me because this one seems to have flown right under the radar as far as Art Blakey albums are concerned. You can still pick this album up for only $12 online. It's outrageous to me because the music on here is so freaking good. The first side of this album is full of polyrhythms that completely sweep you away, get you taken away into this different world, one that is tribal and primitive, yet futuristic and outside of time. It's an incredible art piece. How Art Blakey could be thinking so outside of the box as far as jazz was concerned, even at this time. And to also include the original Aboriginal lyrics within here and vocalizations is completely different as well. I commend Mr. Blakey for doing that. The part that actually suffers the most is side 2 with the Jazz Messengers cuts. I mean, Art Blakey is still laying it thick with his drums, but it still sounds like pretty relatively standard jazz fare. It's good. It's really, really good. But it's nothing like the first side, where it was completely engrossing and captured you 100%, makes you want to do a deep listen of the entire album. So I would definitely have to say my album highlight for this is just the entire side of side 1. You can't just listen to a single cut here. It's a suite. You have to listen to the entire thing, and you'll want to listen to the entire thing. My final thoughts on this is that this is a great underrated gem that you can pick up for ultra cheap at most record stores and online. I would grade this one a 4 out of 5. The first side it is 5 out of 5. It's a masterpiece, and then the second side is 3 out of 5. Pretty standard hard bop jazz, but it's still really, really good. So ultimately, it's a 4 out of 5 record. Please seek this one out. Reevaluate the first side of this album. You can stream it on Spotify. If you don't buy it on album, then and on record, then definitely stream it there. So what do you guys think? Did you know about Art Blakey's drum suite before this review? Let us know in the comments below, and I hope that you guys have a great day on your own personal basis. Cheers.